city, didn't you? It'd be easier to burn it all to the ground. Believe me, just burn it all.
Hey, this area is off limits. You need permission to get in or a warrant.
Something's coming. I can feel it.
This rascal was trying to steal my cart. Look what he's done!
Have I just wrecked your life savings? Tough shit, stinker.
Antisocial behavior towards a fellow citizen can be classified as a crime. Lesson for the future: to save yourself the trouble. Clean up on the double.
You can't do it. I was only messing. I could have just picked it all up.
Hey, you tell him, Robot Man!
What a fucking joke!
Today, the whole nation mourns the loss of Mr. Pinky, host of America's most beloved children's show, Growing Up with Mr. Pinky. He was brutally murdered by a motorcycle gang in a Chicago brothel after a heroin smuggling gone wrong.
Littering is prohibited.
What was I supposed to do? I've missed the garbage collection and we had fish on Friday. You have no idea how much it reeks.
You violated the law.
Oh, man. So I pay the city for not removing my garbage and now I have to pay for removing it myself? That's ridiculous.
The moral is, stay away from fishy activity.
Mike was driving and we heard what we thought was a blown tire, but it was just a gunshot.
And she takes off her top and says,
Hey, this is a private conversation, pig.
place that ain't raining.
See that guy down there? He's an asshole. He threw a gun and asked me for money. Only a moron steals from a beggar. That's what I said. Then he started shooting.
Hey, Robo! Saw you on the TV. Come here. I haven't congratulated you yet. He's my favorite TV star.
Thanks to you, Kurt's finally had a reason to watch something other than the fast food channel.
When it comes to cleaning criminal scum from the city, I am even better live. Can you tell me what happened here?
Nasty murder. The victim is a white female, mid-20s, identified as Casey Carmel. Had a history of petty crime and prostitution, but believe it or not, that's her real name.
Any leads?
The case is closed. OCP won't spend a single dime on the murder of a prostitute.
Cost optimization. Fancy name for we don't give a shit about poor people.
So if you were to look around the crime scene, you would potentially be exposing OCP to extra costs.
If you want to do that, be our guest.
Is that homeless man considered a suspect?
Nah, we know the guy. You can rule him out.
The guy's a loon, a mental patient. He thinks that aliens dumped the body here.
Talk to him if you want. Just prepare to hear a tall tale about green people.
Do you have any thoughts about that murder?
I'd bet the girl was killed somewhere else, and the body was only dumped here. We got the tire tracks, drag marks. If we find a car that matches, we'll find our perp. Yeah, I guess the perp had his hands covered in some green-blue guacamole-ish goo. The body's covered in it.
Why does it always come back to food with you? Anyway, we need to do a proper analysis.
The best way to cut the costs of policing is to cut the criminals down.
Tell me about it. I didn't join the force to pick up dead bodies off the street.
Yeah, but what can we do?
I will look around. We must bring the murderer to justice.
Somebody dumped her a few feet from here. The blood traces on the ground indicate she was dragged. Her heels had to touch the ground when the body was dragged. Nasty wound. Looks like she was hit with a blunt object, possibly a hammer. That's this green-blue shit under her arm. No idea what it might be, but there is more of it around.
Yeah, probably belonged to our victim. Let's try to find other clues.
Poor Casey.
Custom extended wheelbase. Have you seen a vehicle like this around?
Nah. But that narrows it down significantly. Good catch, Robo.
I can help you find the guy who dumped the body here. I saw him, but you must accept the truth.
Tell me what you know.
It's as simple as it gets. Aliens did it.
Aliens?
I've been investigating them for years. They send rats to spy on me. They don't want me to show you this list. It's a list of aliens living in Detroit. All 37,617 of them. The murderer included.
Most likely a van with a custom extended wheelbase. Does your list contain any information on such a vehicle?
Jackpot! I've got a guy with a van that matches your description. I don't know his ID, but I know where you can find him. A film set near the courthouse. They're shooting a TV commercial and it's run by aliens, so it all makes sense. Casey must have discovered something there, and they got her. That must have been what's happened.
Why do you think that aliens are involved?
I saw the guy who dumped the body here. I saw his skin. It was green and glowing like those toy dinosaurs that children play with and years later develop serious diseases from.
Why do you think that aliens run the set?
Who do you think runs the advertising business? They're stuffing commercials with subliminal messages. They use additional film frames with commands to make us obey. Don't you know what happens to those who watch TV?
What is the purpose of your list?
It's my tool to spread the truth. I update it every month and add it to my newsletter. You should read it. It's free. You'll find out some stuff that you wouldn't see on TV.
Like what?
Take the moon landing, for example. Didn't happen. Why? Because the moon doesn't exist. First time hearing about it? That's why you need my newsletter.
I will verify your statement. Nevertheless, I recommend you consult a psychiatrist at the earliest possible time. Now, the set. One that likes swimming in oil surely must be swimming in money.
Hey, I'll earn less if you hang around here.
Is there something interesting in that barrel?
My sandwich fell in.
Well, you've been dreaming of a hot meal, so here it is.
What is happening here?
They're shooting a TV commercial for Sunblock 5000.
Night does not seem an appropriate time for such practice.
Yeah, they ran into some problems, and it's running later than expected.
I swear, we're staying here until we finish, or you're doing it without me.
Jerry, don't you think you're being unreasonable?
You better find us another understudy so we can get this over with.
Let him in. We don't want to hinder the work of law enforcement.
I have reason to believe that someone from your crew is involved in a crime. We found a green-blue substance like your sunblock at the crime scene. The suspect was driving a van with a custom extended wheelbase.
We use a lot of different vans, but I wouldn't know if they're the type you're looking for.
In that case, I would like to look around.
Actually, you could be of some use to me, too. I have a problem here, and its name is Jerry. Jerry Jenkins. I need a reason to cancel his contract, and I think you could find one for me.
That does not sound like a task of a police officer.
But it could be, though. I'm sure he's guilty of something. You just have to find out what it is. I can give you access to anything without a warrant.
I can make trouble for anyone who deserves it.
I believe that. Dig deep. I bet Mr. Big Shot doesn't have a clear conscience. Start with the computer. There's a list of vehicles allowed to park on set there, but look for something on Jenkins, too.
I am looking for...
Look, I'm busy. But you know what? I like your paint job. It would look nice on my new car. Can you leave me your card or something?
The evidence I have gathered shows that you are connected to the investigation that I am conducting.
So what?
I read your messages. They seem to connect you with the case. Would you like to explain?
You've read my private messages? How did you get access to them? That bitch sent you after me, didn't she? She's looking for a way to screw me over and hide her incompetence. You want to investigate something, then ask her about the guy she hired as the understudy. His face looks like a walking mugshot. On top of that, I bet he's the one who stole my ring. See what she has to say about him, pal.
I spoke with Jenkins. He mentioned that you hired a criminal. This individual may be the perpetrator I am looking for.
You mean the understudy? Did Jenkins tell you that I hired him? He was the one who recommended him for the job. Don't believe me? Check the camera footage to see what good friends they are.
Why did you hire the understudy?
Jenkins' contract says he will not use sunblock, and none of the professional understudies wanted to do it either. They all say it's toxic. So I had no choice. Jenkins brought a guy and said he could do the job.
Where is the understudy now?
I have no idea. And that's the whole point. We can't keep shooting because he's disappeared. I hope the guy's in the hospital or worse, because if he's not, I'll kill him myself. It's a joke, of course. You understand jokes, don't you?
Show me the footage.
Check the camera footage.
Who are you, pal?
Your agent sent me. Special services. Pussies, man. I've got a place.
Of course, Mr. Jenkins, I'll take...
Take it and get lost. The smell of hard-boiled eggs mixing with this green shit makes me want to puke. Looking at your face doesn't help either. You mentioned something about special services.
Only the best in Detroit.
I find that hard to believe.
I've got just the girl for you. Her name's Casey. She's...
No names.
Your understudy offered you the services of a prostitute. She was likely the prostitute who was killed.
People offer me things all the time, but that doesn't mean I accept every one of them.
Withholding information about illegal activity is also a crime.
Ha! If that's the case, I wouldn't be the only criminal in this goddamn business. You know what? Now that I think about it, why shouldn't I help the law enforcement of this here beautiful city?
Where can I find the understudy?
He works at a gas station nearby. But I don't think that's his main source of income.
I am not done with you yet. Do not leave the city.
I always wanted to be a cop. I even applied to the academy, but it turns out that extensive criminal history and drug addiction prevent you getting in.
Would you please keep the noise down? You're scaring off my customers.
Can't hear you. Music's too loud.
Good evening. Are those two men bothering you?
First, they harass my customers. Then they threaten to burn down my shop. You need to do something about it, officer.
What do you want, cop? Can't we have a little bit of fun? We did nothing wrong.
Your volume control seems to be broken.
Leave it! That's
Let me
brand
help.
new! I've only stole...
Thanks, officer.
One parking ticket is all it takes to improve mindfulness.
Oh, shit. Those are some nice-looking dentures. I hope they fit. It's getting colder. Now we don't have anything for the fire.
How was I supposed to know someone would steal our old tires?
Coming up, is your air freshener secretly killing you? Find out at 11.
Who's there? You have to help me, man. This shit is burning my skin.
Sunblock is the least of your worries.
Look, I know why you're here, but I'm innocent. I swear.
You are being detained in connection with the murder of Casey Carmel. If you require medical attention, it will be given to you.
I didn't do it. Jenkins killed her. Jerry Jenkins, the guy from TV. You have to believe me.
You will make your statement at the station.
And you let Jenkins walk free. He's the one who killed Casey. They met here yesterday.
Casey's body was covered in sunblock. The evidence points to you.
I arranged the meeting, I admit, but I was gone when this happened. When I came back, she was already dead, and I decided to get rid of the body. Jenkins is the only one who could have done it.
Why would Jenkins be meeting a prostitute here when there is a motel across the street?
His agent got a hold of me and told me that the guy values his privacy. The money was good, and I was able to provide him with a discreet option.
And Jenkins was happy with the arrangement.
He was bitching at first, but when he saw Casey, he stopped being so picky.
Why would Jenkins kill that woman?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Are you stalling?
She may have mentioned something about wanting to blackmail Jenkins, but I knocked the idea out of her head. At least I think I did.
Why did you not go to the police?
What would I say? That a famous celebrity killed a street prostitute in the back of my gas station? That's a bit much even for this city.
Dumping that woman's body in a dumpster seemed like a better idea to you?
It's not my fault that people would rather believe a guy from TV over me.
I will verify your version of events, but you will still suffer the consequences of the actions you have taken.
Hurry up, please! It burns! So, did you find anything?
According to the evidence, Jenkins is guilty of the murder of Casey Carmel.
I told you!
However, you are guilty of concealing a crime and desecration of a corpse. I will call medical assistance. You will be taken in when your condition permits.
can't let you in, Robo. They're in the middle of a shot.
This cannot wait.
They say that 20 seconds in the California sunshine is too much these days, ever since we lost the ozone layer.
I have a solution for you if you are looking for some protection against that California sunshine.
The hell?
A stay in Detroit prison. Jerry Jenkins, you are under arrest for the murder of Casey Carmel.
I seen you on TV. You're glitching again. Ah, it hurts. For fuck's sake, it hurts.
Well, that's a wrap.
Hey, Robo, can you help me out here?
Be a man, pig. Why make such a big deal?
How can I assist you, officer?
I'm trying to catch this one shifty dealer. This guy steals nuke from other pushers to sell it at half price. This dopehead buys from him but won't tell me his whereabouts.
I don't know any dealer.
You were carrying for 3 different pushers, so you either like to walk for miles to buy nuke, or you appreciate a discount.
Don't take it out on me, because the guy broke your nose?
As you can see, he doesn't want to cooperate.
Do not worry. According to my directives, there are several ways to convince him to cooperate.
I ain't gonna let it reprogram my brain. We can talk, but don't let it drill into my head, okay? The guy's name's Maurice, but I don't know where to find him. I always arrange a place over a payphone. I'll give you the number.
Let's hope it works. The dealer knows where the others hide their stash. We could collect nuke from the whole neighborhood if we get to him.
I will take care of it.
But you need to find a payphone first. Try near the supermarket. I think at least one of them hasn't been smashed by vandals yet.
Mind your own business, cop.
Murphy, this is Reed. Mayor Kuzak just stormed into my office. Apparently, his niece's car has been stolen. Find it. This goes to the top of your priority list. You can start by asking about it at some of the local garages. For the record, it's a blue SUX 6000, registered to Melissa Kuzak.
The shoes I found in the dumpster behind the mega store. I got 15 bucks for them.
Shh, quiet. Unless you want to lose them.
Hey, I might be a little late filing my tax return, but sending a one-man army seems like an overreaction.
I am here to investigate the theft of a blue SUX 6000 that belongs to Melissa Kuzak.
Fancy car and fancy name, but I hardly ever get the pleasure of dealing with either.
Do you have any information about the whereabouts of this vehicle?
To be honest, I did some work on one of those cars recently, but I can assure you that it was not the one you're looking for.
Do I have your permission to search the shop?
I know what the world's like, but can a man go about his business without being harassed all the damn time?
I do not mean to obstruct anyone's work, but fulfilling my duties takes priority.
Then why aren't you out there on the streets where a real crime is happening, instead of badgering hardworking citizens?
Is car theft not a real crime to you?
You know what? If you really think you'll find evidence of that SUX ever being here, then be my guest. I've told you, you'll find Jack all, because there ain't nothing to be found. This place is legit.
I need access to one of your lockers.
I can't allow that. It's my workers' private possessions.
You said your shop has nothing to hide.
The locker you have in mind belongs to a boy named Scott. He works for me on and off. I have to admit, I had a tiny feeling he might have something to do with your case. I will open his locker for you, but I won't be held accountable for what's inside. That's his locker. Go on, have a look. And what do you reckon? Is he your man?
For the time being. Where is the suspect?
You see, he hasn't turned up for work for some time. This morning, when two thugs swang by looking for him, I knew he must be in trouble. I've overheard him many times talking about a place where he does car jobs on the side.
Give me the precise location.
I can't tell you exactly where it is. All I know is that it's one of the garages near the local storage compartments.
Tell me why you think he is responsible.
He's young, bright, and would like to rule the world. I get it, but nearly every month he gets himself in trouble.
It is not enough to make assumptions.
I'm not a cop, but I've seen many things in my life, and where there's smoke, there's usually fire.
Is he a temporary worker?
You could say that. We fall out a lot because he brings a lot of hot stuff to the shop, and I'm not okay with it.
And you let him come back?
It's hard to make an honest living these days. That's why I understand his struggle, and I let him come back. Working here keeps him out of trouble. And to be frank, it's not easy to find such a good mechanic either.
Why did you cover for him?
I can't watch a decent kid like him get swallowed by this city. Don't look at me like that. Instead of giving him up, I was encouraging him to come clean. But a man can only try.
That is all for now.
Hey, make sure no harm comes his way. He might have done some foolish things in the past, but he's a good kid, and he deserves another chance.
A court of law will be the judge of that.
No short-term investments, not in this market. We're looking at an annual return of 9.2% if you diversify your portfolio based on the volatility report. Deferred profit shares are where it's at. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
But you're homeless.
Public drinking is against the law.
Public? But this is my private sofa. I've dragged it all the way from the junkyard.
You need to obey the law.
Like it's for you to decide. My place, my law.
Sense of entitlement has a negative impact on the ones around you.
I think I can live with that.
Oh, really, man? You're my best friend. I love you. Oh, man, you're the best, I swear.
Stop shaking in your boots. Look, RoboCop is here. We're safe.
Citizen, I'm ordering you to discontinue this deliberate act of vandalism.
Screw you, man! So, what you gonna do? You can't put me behind bars. I'm still a kid and only done it once. Just let me off with a warning, will ya?
It is my duty to warn you not to commit that, or any violation, again.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'll do my best not to get caught again.
God. I messed up good.
You must be Scott. What did you do with the blue SUX 6000 that you stole?
Hey, well, why would I have anything to do with that?
I have found evidence in Ben's shop.
You can't possibly help me. I don't want to cause any more trouble, especially for Ben.
Admitting to a crime is the best course of action for any young offender.
I can't go to juvie. Who's gonna fix this mess?
My duty is to serve the public trust.
Okay. I admit. It was me who jacked the SUX. But he didn't leave me any choice.
Who is he?
I can't tell you. If he knew I gave him away, he'd take revenge on Ben. Oh God! It must be those thugs! We're dead! No one is gonna save us.
If they are criminals, then they are the ones who need saving.
Hello? Anybody home? Where are you, Scotty boy? Oh, shit. It's the metal pig.
This is our hood!
You did it! They didn't think that through. Maybe you can put an end to this after all.
I am missing vital information in order to resolve this case.
I'll tell you what you want. Just please, help me fix this screw-up.
Where is the car now?
Oh man, I'm sure it's still in their chop shop. It's a warehouse on the northeast side. The entrance is concealed, but I'm sure you'll find it. I'm no fighter, but if there is any other way, I would like to help. Maybe you need some more intel.
Who did you mean by him?
It's Rex, from the local gang. I only did petty jobs for him mostly, but this time he made me steal that car. He said he wanted the SUX 6000 we were repairing at Ben's. When I said it was too hot, he slashed me with his knife.
Why were you hiding?
You saw those thugs. They were looking for me. They realized I tricked them. They wanted the SUX 6000 from Ben's shop, but I didn't want to get him into trouble, so I stole a different one. I doubt anyone would have given a shit, but word on the street is that it belongs to the mayor's niece.
Why were you hiding?
You saw those thugs. They were looking for me. They realized I tricked them. They wanted the SUX 6000 from Ben's shop, but I didn't want to get him into trouble, so I stole a different one. I doubt anyone would have given a shit, but word on the street is that it belongs to the mayor's niece.
Any criminal matters should be reported to the police.
I know. I just thought I could figure this out by myself. Ben was right from the start. I shouldn't have gone down this road.
That is all for now. Proceeding to the vehicle's estimated location.
You are calling for backup, aren't you?
Negative. Threat calculation minimal.
I can't believe you've actually done it. Do you think I could take that car back to the owner and say I'm sorry? Maybe she won't press charges.
This car is now in police custody.
Oh, please, I could really use a helping hand right now. Otherwise, I'm back in juvie.
Proceeding to secure the perimeter. Keys are in the ignition.
Thank you so much. I promise I won't mess this up.
Evening, officer.
Dad, what does eviction mean? And who's a debt collector? Why can't I open the door for him? Dad, tell me the truth. Are we poor? Dad? Dad?
Tired of your kids asking to play the rest of us.
Let you? Are we going to be okay? Dad, I'm scared.
Snoozers. Sleeping
Heard your daughter was promoted to executive, huh? Why not ask her for help?
I'd rather ask the devil. My daughter is cold and hot. Why do you think they promoted her in the first place?
What?
Is this Maurice?
Listen, man, I'm really swamped with the laundry right now, so make it quick.
Can you take a break and let some others have some fun too?
Man, you're doped up already. You like to party, don't you? But wait, your voice. You sound like
A future happy customer.
fucking RoboCop. You wanna bust me? Why don't you do a better job of finding guys who vandalize phone booths? I'm losing customers because they can't find working payphone in this goddamn... What the fuck is it this time?
Anybody home? John, hi, Maurice. It's just a friendly visit. You like to do laundry? You should try working at the laundromat instead of violating the basic rules.
RoboCop, you have to help me! The back of the red building by the supermarket. Apartment 6. There's some guys here. I think they mean business. Hurry!
He's on the phone.
Oh, I'm telling you, officer, dumpsters are like a bag of candies. You never know what you're gonna get.
I hear footsteps. If someone starts shooting again, make sure the kids hide under the bed.
Listen, guys. I'll never touch your stuff again. I swear.
That's not why we're here.
So what do you want? The money? I have your money.
You only have half of it, and that's the problem.
You're selling our product at half price. That makes my customers complain about my prices.
It ain't nice, Maurice.
Maybe you think that building a customer base by selling your product under its manufacturing costs is a good idea.
Under what?
But it's not. Such practices are spoiling the market.
It's been proven time and time again that such action leads to a reduction of future demand, yours included. Antitrust laws are there for a reason.
Shit, Maurice! All we want to say is that you violate the basic rules of the market with your predatory pricing. We can't just go along with that.
It's unfair and unethical.
Not to mention illegal.
The fuck?
You are under arrest. Come quietly, or this may be the last economics discussion you will ever have.
Get him!
Oh, shit, man. Why did you do that? What am I gonna sell now?
There are serious charges against you, Maurice. However, you can hope for a reduced sentence if you reveal where these 3 dealers keep their drugs.
Or I can jump into that pile of garbage below. A few bruises is better than jail.
Do you know what the likelihood is of surviving that?
I know the hood better than you do, cop. So try some different talk, or I'll jump.
Even if you escape Soot is out to get you, you will be safer in prison.
I missed our meeting. I was busy, but he doesn't get that. Doing laundry is important to me. It relaxes me.
If you cooperate, you can get a job at the prison laundry.
You mean I eat and live for free? And I do what I like to do anyway? I feel like I won the lottery, man! I'll tell you where these jerks kept the stuff, but I have to have our deal in writing.
Hey, me found my gun too.
What? Someone knocked out his teeth, including the gold one. He's asking if anyone found it.
For some to learn how not to lose the track of time is to learn how not to lose their money.
Crap! Give me back my money, you piece of shit!
Don't you cops ever get bored with harassing successful entrepreneurs?
Hey! This shit is rigged!
That's a serious accusation, kiddo.
Someone might think I would allow such illegal activity in my high-class business, which I do not. I get lost.
You work for Soot. Tell me where to find him.
You cops are giving me a stomach ulcer. Stop asking me about guys I don't know.
Withholding information can lead to bigger trouble than a stomach ulcer.
Look, I'm a busy man, so I'm going back to my office now. Why don't you join me there, and we'll talk. Oh, on second thought, you can't do that, 'cause you don't have a warrant, do you?
What a douchebag.
Have you witnessed the owner participating in any criminal activity?
Are you kidding me? Half the things I've seen around here would be enough to put him behind bars for a decade.
Let us hear your statement.
No way, dude. He might be a douchebag, but if you lock him up, this place will get closed down, and where am I supposed to play hooky then?
Children should not skip school. It is important for them to attend every single class.
I stopped listening after should.
Come back with a warrant, cop.
I didn't know you had such amazing colors. And there's not one, but two of you? From...
Your body readings suggest substance misuse.
Oh man, a real like TJ Laser? You are so incredibly shiny. I'm definitely getting more of this stuff.
Who sold you drugs?
I really shouldn't say, but you are my TV heroes. All right. All of the arcade staff will sell to you, as long as you got cash. Unfortunately, I'm broke, but I have a great idea. You could help me sneak into the basement. They keep a huge stash of goodies down there.
Drugs in the basement? I will take care of that.
Would you really do that for me? Way to go, TJ! Is that the ocean?
Open the door. I have the warrant.
Oopsie. I think I dropped my keys somewhere. You'd have to break down this hardened door if you want to get in.
That will not be a problem.
Torch head, RoboCop! Burn you alive!
Surrender your weapons.
Finally, some...
Open the door, or you will regret it.
Can't a guy just sell drugs to kids without you harassing him every 5 minutes? Who am I hurting, huh? They all want it.
Where do I find Soot?
Well, if that's the case, shut it, bozo! Unless you want to end up in the ghost house like that cop's informant! And don't you dare open that door, I'll shoot you!
Have it your way.
them a warm
You need
welcome.
to be taught some manners.
Just look toward
Are you the police informant? Do you know where I can find Soot?
Oh man, all great questions, but could you untie me first? They really outdid themselves with these knots.
Talk.
Hey, I don't know how you usually operate, but that type of information don't come free.
It is a privilege and a merit for civilians to assist the police in capturing wanted fugitives.
Well said. What can I say? I'm a sucker when it comes to helping the cops. So, it seems that the new guy saw the punks attack on the TV station and decided to meet with Soot on their turf. The meeting is supposed to take place tonight during Soot's concert.
Concert?
I know. I'm not really a fan of his music myself. But that's not what those shows are really about. Why don't we, get out of here, huh?
Lewis, Soot is meeting the new guy tonight at the old slaughterhouse.
Copy that. Pick me up at the station. I'll grab my gear. By the way, I've got something for you, Murphy.
They call me Pickles. And you guessed it, there's a funny story behind that name. This one time, I saw Torchhead stealing a delivery truck. I went after them, hoping that a VCR would fall off the back of the truck, you know? But it turned out to be groceries, so they left it. I made a pretty penny that day selling pickles. Still have a couple of jars laying around if you want them.
So you are an opportunist.
Hey, I prefer street entrepreneur. You know what they say, good business is where you find it. It's nice to be free again. Thanks, Tin Man. Hey, did Briggs tip you off that I might be here?
Officer Briggs?
Yeah, he's my police go-to guy.
Officer Briggs is missing.
Missing? Shit. May our city have mercy on him.
How do you know Officer Briggs?
We go back a long way. He gave me a helping hand when I hit rock bottom. And I've been in his debt ever since. He even introduced me to his family. Great kid and wife, though his missus don't seem very fond of me.
You seem proficient in undertaking police tasks. Ever thought of making a living out of it?
Oh no. One thing you should know about me. I love cops, you know, law enforcement, laws, all of that. I think those are great ideas. But so is Nuke. And when I need it, I tend to forget about the other stuff. So, you know what they say. You can only serve one master.
Do you think Briggs is in trouble?
I really don't know. Last time I saw him, he was going to check a case of missing bodies. Sounded like a bogus lead, so I didn't press him. Funny enough. He always tells me to be careful when getting info. But the truth is, I'm not the one running around Gangster's Paradise dressed in blue.
Need to go. Duty awaits.
About that, I've got a favor to ask. I know that Briggs is missing, but I've got something that belongs to him. He must have misplaced it the last time he visited my crib, and it's kind of weighing me down.
What is it?
It's his wristwatch. Now, I feel bad holding on to it. Could you please give it back to his family?
This is stolen property, and you expect me to return it?
Gee, that sounds bad when you say it like that, but still, you shouldn't let me hold on to expensive things. That's how I ended up in this situation in the first place.
I will make sure they receive it from the repentant thief.
Oh, boy. You're a tough negotiator. But surely you don't mean now. I gotta chillax after all this.
I have more urgent matters on hand. Meet me later at Briggs' place.
Yeah, you gotta save the city. That's fine by me. I'll see you later.
If you feel lonely, you know where to find me, officer.
Hey, Tin Man, over here. This is where Briggs lives. Let's get this over with. His watch is burning a hole in my pocket. Apartment 21. Oh man, my hands are sweaty.
Are you going into a drug-related withdrawal? Do you require medical assistance?
What? No, I'm just nervous. Me and Gail have a complicated relationship. She's good at reading people, and I'm the type of person that doesn't like to be read. I know that inevitably I'll do something she doesn't approve of.
Like steal a watch?
Like steal a watch. This is it. Deep breath. Let's do this. You first.
RoboCop. Are you here about Mike?
Yes, I am sorry to hear about your husband.
No, 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 no. This junkie is not coming inside. What else are you gonna steal?
Funny you should say that.
I can't stand him. I'm sure he has something to do with Mike being missing. Are you any closer to finding my husband?
We are still looking. Is there anything more that you can tell me about his disappearance?
I've already reported what I know, but if you have any more questions, shoot.
I heard that he was looking into reports of bodies going missing.
An old lady approached him at the precinct and told him a sob story about how she couldn't afford to bury her husband. Can you believe that? Anyway, when she finally collected enough money and went back to the morgue, only to find that they had lost her husband's body, Mike went to check it out and never came back.
Where was the last location that he was seen?
I remember him telling me that he was leaving his jurisdiction, that's where the leads were taking him. I tried to convince him not to go. It seemed dangerous, but he felt sorry for that old lady. He went against his own rules and me. He left angry because we'd been arguing.
Do you remember the exact location?
He never told me, but maybe it's in his files.
Why do you think that Pickles is involved in your husband's disappearance?
My husband's a good man. Sometimes too good for his own sake. He believes in second chances, even if someone doesn't deserve them.
Like Pickles?
That unappreciative asshole constantly gets himself into trouble. I mean, who's always there to get him out? You guessed it. Salt of the earth, Mike. Pickles has a bad influence on my husband.
I think I have everything I need for now.
Knowing you're on the case makes me a little less anxious, RoboCop. Now I just need to break it down for our son.
He does not know?
I didn't know how to tell him. He's a smart kid, and I think he suspects something. Could you maybe tell him to come home? It's getting late, and the streets aren't safe these days. He normally dawdles, but having you tell him should light a fire in his britches.
I will make sure that he returns home, madam.
Thank you. He's playing on the basketball court nearby with his friends.
That went pretty much as expected.
We are not done.
We're not?
You still have that watch, do you not? There is someone who needs to learn what time it is.
Is that a movie quote or something? I'm pretty sure I heard. Heard that somewhere.
We must get to the basketball court.
That's just around the corner. Are we playing? What's that got to do with time? Is it like time to kick my ass?
We are going to remind Gail's son that it is past curfew.
Oh, Daniel. Sure.
Good evening, citizens. I need...
Need what? Some spare parts? Hey, there's a mechanic up the road.
We all have to obey the rules of the games we play. Unsportsmanlike conduct makes all players look bad.
That's right, fool. That was a technical foul.
I didn't know he's so delicate. What do you need?
We're looking for a kid. His name's Daniel. He was playing here earlier.
Why? Is it past his bedtime?
It is.
Yeah, I saw a couple of kids drawing with chalk they found lying around that crime scene over there.
Thank you for the information.
Congrats, guys. You just became police informants. It has its perks. You'll love it. I see a couple of drawings over there.
This was drawn not long ago.
Ah, there's more over there. Oh man, are we really jaywalking? That's a $100 fine. Huh. I guess we're conducting an investigation. Daniel! Come on, kid! Where are you? Should be somewhere around.
Shoe print, size 7.
That's gotta be his. So I guess you have like a scanning thing in your eyes.
Yes, it allows me to see things that are not there anymore.
Oh, so it's kind of like Nuke.
They threw out the chalk here.
I must have found something. What the fuck?
That was close.
We'd better hurry.
Do it. Come on. End him.
What are you waiting for? Fuck him up! He's laughing at you!
Hey, what the hell's going on over there? Yo! Daniel!
Oh no. It's the cops.
I don't want to go to jail for this shit!
that a gun? Oh, you're in so much trouble, kid.
No, it's not.
Whoa! What the hell? You're lucky that Tin Man here doesn't have a real heart. You'd have a hole in it right about now.
Sorry, sir.
You will be once your dad hears about this.
My dad's missing, so he can't tell me nothing. My mom said that he's out on an assignment, but I know the truth. He's not coming back.
Why'd you say that?
He's always been a stickler for following the rules. I guess that's why he's missing. Cops can't shoot without giving a warning, and someone got the drop on him. But that's not gonna happen to me. I'm going to be the one that shoots first. That's why my friends say...
Your friends are knuckleheads. If you listen to them, you're a knucklehead too. Come on. Sit down. We need to talk. Those friends of yours, they take the easy way out. You don't want to go down that road. It leads to a dark, lonely place. Do you know why your dad is such a stickler for the rules?
'Cause he's a chump.
Because it's the right thing to do. It's not always easy to do the right thing. It takes strength.
And you think my dad has that kind of strength?
Are you kidding me? Your father has enough strength for the both of us. He even helped an ungrateful addict that he found in one of these buildings that smelled of rotting garbage, half dead and covered in vomit. And instead of writing him off, your father opened his home to him because that was the right thing to do. That's strength. Don't you think there's someone else who could use that kind of support now?
Mom.
See, you already know what to do. You can start by giving her this. She's looking for it.
Is he going to arrest me?
No, it's your first offense. So he'll let you off with a warning. Right?
Right.
It's late. Let's get you home.
Well, you told my mom about the gun?
No, she doesn't like me already. Thanks for the help, Tin Man. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, partner. What's the status on the old slaughterhouse?
I had to take care of something. We can go there soon.
Sure thing. Pick me up at the station when you're done.
This is where Soot is supposedly hiding.
Can't really call it hiding if he sent invitations to the whole city. I bet Rudy forgot about us.
At least I will not feel bad crashing his party.
Murphy, I was thinking about what happened to you at the TV station. Maybe you shouldn't...
No need for alarm. Becker's chip is keeping my circuits in check.
You're more than just circuits, Murphy. Underneath all that metal, there's still you.
Alex Murphy is gone. He lost his life.
And despite that burden, you carry on. You've done more for this city dead than anyone has alive. That has to count for something. I'm gonna shut up now. Just take this little something to remind you of what I've just said. Open it the next time Becker gets under your skin. Also, don't forget you have a partner who's counting on you. Concert in an old slaughterhouse? I suppose it fits those animals. Place looks deserted. Are you sure your junkie friend didn't mix up the venues?
He is the type who likes to mix things up. We shall have to see.
Let's head up those stairs.
Cannot go this way. We would need a warrant.
I can't believe those stupid directives are still holding you back. Go ahead, partner. Oh, the stench. Someone missed potty training. If Sid is such a great performer, shouldn't there be a big line in here?
Regardless of his vocal abilities, I still want to see him sing. Wait, I think I can hear something. Maybe your informer was right after all. Durkin, was it? Pickles.
Yes, I definitely hear some commotion on the other side. Let's have a look, shall we?
Oh, shit! Pig found our lab! Why can't you give us a fucking break?
Justice never sleeps. way they handle those drugs, I doubt they know where they are.
Another locked door. I'm going to call this probable cause. No need for a warrant. They're all...
Cause confirmed.
Night-night! there, Murphy?
Behind you!
Up you get, big man. They're closing in on us.
I'm invincible! It's gonna go boom!
Let's split up. You clear this floor, I'll check upstairs.
Lewis, wait!
Don't worry, partner. We'll stay in contact. I've got eyes on the stage. Looks like they haven't realized we're here yet. Sook's here. Get closer. I'll support you from the balcony. This music is driving me mad. Is that the point? Is it supposed to make you mad?
decided to join us. Now the real show is about to go down. If you're a real torchhead, shoot that motherfucking tin can till it fucking rattles. And I'll take this opportunity to moisturize these golden vocal cords. But stay right there, everybody. This can't be. I had everything lined up perfectly!
Let us talk.
Stay the fuck away! You can't touch me! I do business with the new guy!
You seem to know a lot about him.
You're not getting anything out of me! Do you know how many cops I've killed? I ain't scared of you. Besides, I'm pumped up with nuke like a freaking power plant!
Then get ready for a meltdown.
If you think you're gonna get anything out... That's quite a grip you got there! Is that supposed to scare me? Not a single scratch. Knock yourself out! That's not even mine! Hey! That stuff doesn't come cheap! something in my collection that I didn't steal. I freaking hate you! I'll never rest until every pig in Detroit is dead. You know my birthday? I don't remember getting a gift from you. That's not nice. Screw you, bastard! That is not a way to treat a famous person! That's enough! I'll talk!
Lewis, I have Soot. He is ready to give me his statement about the new guy.
Wouldn't you rather hear it from the man himself?
Where is Officer Lewis?
She's outside, right next to me. We're having a nice citizen-officer chat. Why don't you take my rising star and join us, so we can exchange partners?
Hey! What the hell are you doing now?
The new guy is here. You are coming with me.
In that case, giddy up! Can you even feel the fear? Because you should be crapping in your pants right now. You have stepped into a big freaking mess!
Cleaning up the town mess is what I do.
That was an awesome concert. If it wasn't for you, they would have never have guessed it was all on playback. When I need some fluke, I take Nuke, Nuke, Nuke. Everywhere I look, I see Nuke, Nuke. My left hip is getting a bit numb. Can we swap sides? What are we stopping for? Huh? Is your battery drained or something?
Me and your partner here are growing impatient. Why don't you hurry up?
What's wrong? Piggy scared of a meat hook?
Lewis,
I'm all right, Murphy.
drop your weapon. You are under arrest.
I don't think you're reading this situation correctly.
Thanks for the ride, big guy. It's the new guy in town. Welcome to Detroit. I assume you've seen our little TV spot. Short and sweet. You know the first rule of show business and drug dealing, right? Leave them wanting more. That's a lighter you got there.
Murphy?
Something wrong, cop.
Hey, so, I think it's time to get back to business.
You fucking idiot. Your stupid stunt put a spotlight on me. Oh, you want to talk business? Here's a free lesson. You never, ever fuck with the money. I don't think so.
Murphy, what's happening?
Now that we've got that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Wendell Antonowski. I believe you've met my brother before. My brother really did a number on you, didn't he? But thanks to him, you've been given this great opportunity.
What the fuck are you doing to him?
There are people who would do anything to be in your position, to have your abilities, and yet you attach yourself to something that is the weakest in you, to the part that's still human. Imagine the pristine life you could lead without the things that limit you.
Murphy, don't let him get inside your head!
Like her. No attachments, no leverage. I admit, when I first heard that you were the reason my idiot brother was dead, I was furious. But then I got to thinking, why would I let anyone have such power over me? So I let it go. And now, I'm here to help you do the same. This is not an act of revenge. This is a gift.
Fuck you, scumbag!
Lewis!
Another fucking glitch. What a shit show.
Everything's ready.
Switch him back on already.
Lewis!
Whoa, Robo. Calm down. He'll tear the equipment apart.
Wendell Antonowski ran away and Lewis is in the hospital. What did you do? Just stand there and watch it as it happened?
I want to see her.
She's in surgery as we speak, so that's not gonna happen. Instead, you're gonna go through with your psych evaluation.
Let me go!
The old man wasn't happy that I let you skip your first session and was adamant that I make sure you attend this one. Especially since the problem of you malfunctioning has obviously persisted. So, Doctor, do your thing.
What? Now? He's in no shape to be examined.
I'm afraid that I must insist.
This is highly unprofessional.
I need to apprehend Wendell.
I don't think you understand your options, Shiny. In that you don't have any. You either comply, or you'll be dismantled. I'm only really rooting for one of these options.
Very well.
Doctor?
If this is supposed to resemble a therapy session in any way, I need everyone that isn't my client to leave. That is not negotiable. And is it necessary to have him restrained?
That's for your safety. What if he loses control? Exactly.
If anything goes wrong, just use this reset button. One press, and he goes back to La La Land.
Okay, let's leave the good doctor to work. And Robo, see me after this is over.
I'm sorry it has to look like this. Are you at least sitting comfortably enough to have this conversation?
It is irrelevant how comfortable I am.
It all contributes to your overall performance. I understand this is not an ideal situation, and this is probably the last place you want to be right now.
I'm not the only one unwilling to be here. Your heart rate is above 120 BPM.
You're equipped with a heart rate monitor? I imagine it comes in handy in your line of work.
It does.
I agree this whole thing is happening rather fast, but we are both professionals at helping others. So how about we start again? My name is Dr. Olivia Blanche. Naturally, I've heard people refer to you by different names, but I'm curious to hear which one you prefer.
It does not matter.
Since I'm here to treat your human side, I'll refer to you as Alex Murphy, if you don't mind. I've worked with many police officers that have gone through traumatic experiences, but I think we can both agree that you are no ordinary police officer. How do you see your situation?
I'm a police officer who was killed in the line of duty. I was given a second chance and resurrected inside this metal shell.
Clinical death and waking up in a body that is not quite yours is a first for me, too. In a patient, that is. But that's something that I've already learned from the reports. What I would much rather hear is how do you perceive yourself?
Perceive?
Yes. See, what I found immensely helpful in working with my patients is transparency. In order to help each other, we need to be able to see each other fully.
This is how I see myself.
Thank you for making this step.
Now that you see me the way I am, do you wish to push the reset button? Your heart rate remains high.
No, not at all. It's actually my secret that is making me nervous, not yours. You're not the only one here with prosthetic body parts. This hand, you must have wondered what happened. Some time ago, I was a victim of a crime. A thief broke into my house. He made a lot of noise and my neighbors called the police. And Ed 209 reacted to the call and mistakenly recognized me as a threat. My hand was red mist moments later. Since that day, I have become, let's say, a little leery of machines.
Do you fear me?
I fear the unpredictability that machines bring with them. So when I heard there was a chance to contribute to the research on the stability of OCP's mechanical units, I jumped at the opportunity. I hope you don't find it unprofessional. Getting that off my chest made me feel a bit better. How about you check my pulse now?
It has dropped below 120 BPM.
You see, I don't just impose things onto my clients. I practice what I preach because it seems to work. I think that makes for a very promising start. Thank you, Alex Murphy.
All done. Robo, there's something I need to show you. I know that OCP can be a real pain in the ass, but this might change your mind a bit. We've been working behind the scenes on giving your sidearm the treatment it deserves. The Auto 9 can now be equipped with a motherboard. Once the motherboard is in, you'll be able to mount a number of processors on it. Each processor can vastly improve your aim, damage, or stability. See for yourself. Be on the lookout. There's OCP tech in everything. You wouldn't believe how many useful processors can be salvaged from old devices. Okay, that's it from me. Becker wants to see you. He's taken over Reed's office. Say what you want about the man, but that takes guts.
lesson, Luis?
Not yet. But she's been through worse. Don't think too much about it.
You know you're right. We should stay strong and focused, just like her.
Murphy, do you have a minute?
Did you say Lewis?
Yeah. Me and a bunch of guys decided to sign this get well card for her. I figured that you'd want to sign it as well.
A get well card?
Yeah, I know it's just that we want to let her know we're with her.
I would like to sign it.
Thanks, Murphy. I knew you'd understand. Actually, there are a few signatures that we still need. Could you ask them? I think I need a break. To start, Kowalski is hiding somewhere in the lobby.
Understood.
Hey, Pig, it's a private party.
Can you believe this guy?
Tell him the Magnavote commercials are not kidding when they say lethal response.
What do you mean?
Once a week, Mark has to call the cops to collect the body of the dead burglar at his front yard.
Oh, I didn't see you there, Murphy.
What are you doing here, officer?
Nothing much, just trying to collect my thoughts.
Would you sign the get well card for Lewis? I am supposed to get it signed and then pass it on to another officer.
Yeah, sure thing. That's a great idea. There you go. Signed. But could you pass it along to another officer? I think I'd like to stay here for a little bit longer.
There is no crying on the force.
Well, I guess sometimes there is. Kurtz hasn't signed it yet. He was in the locker room last time I saw him.
I am looking for Officer Kurtz.
He's in the shower. Actually, he's been in there for half an hour.
As he
My heat signature recognizes that the water is cold. Is everything all right, Officer Kurtz?
Oh, you talking to me? Yeah, I guess I stayed here longer than I anticipated.
I have a card to sign. It is for Lewis.
I'd love to sign it, but I don't want to get it wet. Could you grab my towel for me? Yellow one. It should be by my locker.
Okay. There you go.
Thanks. Just give me a minute. There, signed. I think that it's beautiful what you're doing.
You are shivering.
Yeah, I was lost in my thoughts. Didn't notice that I used up all the hot water.
Thinking about Lewis.
Yeah, but I can't imagine what you're thinking. She's your partner. Speaking of partner, I see that O'Neill hasn't signed a card yet. Be a good guy and get it to her, okay? She's at the range. She'll yell at me if she finds out there was a card for Lewis and she didn't get to sign it.
I will make sure that happens.
Shit.
Is everything all right?
I think my service weapon ain't calibrated right.
I could perform a check for you.
Yeah. Okay. Give it a go. I guess you don't have any problems with it.
Your service weapon is calibrated correctly.
Yeah, I guess so.
What is the matter?
I can't lie. I wanted to come here and blow off some steam, but my hands are shaking thinking about Lewis.
Officer.
It's just that if it happened to you, it could have happened to any one of us. Lewis is one tough cookie. She'll pull through, I'm sure of it. But I'm not so sure I could say the same thing about my partner. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it about me.
It is understandable.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You can sign this Get Well card for Lewis.
Sure thing. There you go. Almost everyone's already here. That says a lot about her impact on all of us. There's only one person missing, Sergeant Reed. He's in the garage.
Murphy, do you have a minute? I noticed you running around the precinct.
I am collecting signatures on a Get Well card for Lewis.
I know. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I ride everyone hard, and they probably see me as a drill sergeant. And maybe they think that I do it because I don't care. But I do care for each and every one of you. And what I'm trying to say is that I'd like to sign that card, if you let me.
We are a family. You should sign it.
Everyone's here already. Lewis, she made an impact. We've got to get the ones that did that to her.
That is my intention.
Right. Keep the card. She should get it from you. Thank you, Murphy.